Welcome to Old Newton Football Club. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you happen to be watching this. Welcome along to another ground hopping video on the channel. We're here at Old Newton Sports and Social Club for today's game between Old Newton and Achilles. At the moment on the screen, what you'll be seeing is me approaching the very small stand with a couple of tiers in there. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic stuff. A very small stand, which is absolutely superb if you want to keep out the sunlight in today's game. Now, the reason why I'm having to do a voiceover rather than me actually walking around the ground is because the wind was absolutely horrific today. It was an absolute glorious day. I mean, the sunshine is absolutely well and truly in force today, but wind-wise was just horrific. You could not hear me for love nor money. I had to, when I was doing some parts of the commentary of the game, I had to find myself appropriate shelter because the wind was just really strong, and you can probably see it on the corner flag there how strong the wind was. It did calm down in the second half, but yeah, it was really bad. I've been to Old Newton a couple of times, and this is just a look back at the social club, which we'll get round to in a moment. We're now walking around the back of one of the stands. Down there is where the reserves play, and you've got the youth team pitches as well. It's a massive facility here. It's a fantastic for all of the Old Newton reserves, youngsters, etc. I really like coming to Old Newton. They're such a welcoming football club. They really just make you feel like you've been here for years and years. They've always been fantastic with my wife and myself whenever she's come along to the games as well. But today's game was an absolutely spectacular one. You're going to want to watch to catch the highlights of this one. So make sure you click the link in the description below, and I'll be able to you'll be able to click on that and see what see some of those highlights. And we're now approaching the end corner flag here as we walk around the ground. And again, wind is fully in force. But yeah, Old Newton is probably about, I'd say, about 10 minutes outside of Stowmarket. That might be a bit of a push. It's literally just down the road from Stow, and it's a very it's a very well kept community village. But what I was pointing out there was the playground that is available as well. So if you're bringing along kids to the game, you can they can either run loose in in the playground area, which is at the other end of the pitch, or they can come along and watch the game with you. Either way, that is entirely your choice, but it was available. Despite how nice the weather was, absolutely no kids today. That was one of the things I was worried about coming into this game, was the fact that I didn't want any kids to appear in the video because obviously YouTube and their rules, etc. But here are the two dugouts on the far side of the goal, and that's being kept up by a bolt. Or it looks like a strap of some kind. That's an interesting way of keeping the dugout in place, by literally strapping it into the ground. Very interesting from the club. And here are some of the Old Newton players training before today's game. And here's a look back on where we've just been as well. As I said, absolutely massive facilities here. It is absolutely superb. There's at least 3 pitches, I think even 4 pitches. You've got the playground area, as I have said, and you've got the actual sports and social club as well, which is available and always welcoming. We're now approaching the kind of near the entrance of the club, and you can see the wind's now starting to die down, which is great, but then it picks up right back again. It was really bad today. But yeah, the main building that you see in front of you, the car park entrance, is on the left hand side of us. So you can see there's some nets behind the goal, which is to make sure that people's cars do not get damaged if any of those goes behind the goal. So yeah, the sports and social club is literally right in front of you, and that is where the main bar is, a facility where you can hire out the hall as well. It's really nice in there, but people were enjoying a couple of drinks, etc. I didn't want to just go in there and interrupt all of them lot with a camera, as you can probably appreciate. But a fantastic little facility outside as well. You can see the beach huts, umbrellas rather, that are out in force, and they are available for you to shelter from today's sun. But yeah, that is going to wrap up the ground hopping video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, make sure you hit the thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe. Until next time, as always, adios.